Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of the Sanguiphage. Our little vampire cult here is growing and growing and growing, and this is the very first RimWorld that I've recorded since version 1.6 came out, so obviously we're very well aware that RimWorld has new DLC coming soon, RimWorld Odyssey, where apparently we're going to fly around in spaceships and visit the world and live on asteroids and something along those lines. But this is the first version where I've played 1.6, so there may be some new elements in here. What they are, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't messed around with this in my own time. This kind of dropped, as the kids say, dropped last night, yesterday, so this is the first thing I've recorded or even played since 1.6 came out. We'll see. You'll know when I do. If something new pops up, great, we'll see it. If it doesn't, well then I guess we won't until Odyssey comes out. Now, in the meantime, we've got a lot going on. I really kind of have to take stock here of what's sort of happening in my little vampire colony here. I know I've still got the 3 refugees. I know Reed joined us recently, and Reed is wicked bummed out about everything that we're doing. He's just so sad all the time because he's just not down with this whole vampire bloodletting cult, and really he's wicked sad about the fact that we keep killing animals, and we are going to continue to do that, Reed. That will not stop. So you're just going to have to get used to it, and by get used to it, I mean you're going to have to kind of adopt to our ways here. So what is the nonsense you believe in? Neo-beastism. Nobody's into that, kid. Nobody cares about that. Who is my Whitehead? Come here. When can you convert somebody? 1.6 days. All right, we're going to keep working on the kid and, well, frankly, anyone else who doesn't believe in our jam. Kaylina, remind me what you're into? Yeah, you're into the Blood Coven. Scathe. Yeah, you need to be kind of worked over to our side here. A really big help for that would be, in fact, a church of some sort. Now, we're working on our new hospital down here. I know I've got that going on. That's going to happen at some point. In fact, let's just start making these some medical beds. That could be a medical bed. And that... Oh, Danny. I'm sorry, Danny. That used to be your bed. Sorry, I put it all back. It's been a few days since I played this, so... Danny, that's your bed again. You can probably just figure it out. Volstron, I should really be working on a bedroom for you, seeing as you're an actual colonist, but I'm kind of giving preferential treatment to the refugees because they might join us, as indeed Lissa did, and we love Lissa. Lissa's just the best. Lissa, what are you doing now? You're hunting a guinea pig. I mean, that's cool. I appreciate that. We really want to be working on, like, all the stone blocks in the world. That's an art bench. That's not where we work on stone blocks. That's a stone-cutter's table. Oh, we're not doing it. Oh, no wonder. Lissa, I'm so sorry. I've taken you kind of off task, if you will. Why don't you make another 20 stone blocks and then kind of call me when you're done, kid. We've also got a caribou. Just in case anyone's getting caught up, we've got a caribou who lives in our kitchen. It used to be paralyzed, and then it just got up for reasons that aren't adequately explained. It's like, hey, I'm not paralyzed anymore. I'm just going to wander around the kitchen, and I need to keep it very, very safe because it's a quest caribou. So if the caribou dies, I fail the quest, and I'm pretty sure I want whatever I want from the quest. What am I getting from this quest, by the way? P.S. Caribou sitting. I'm getting Goodwill plus 20. Yeah, that's really, really handy. That's super handy. Any goodwill is handy. That means people not attacking us. And who has actually given us this quest? The Empire. Yeah, so if we get enough goodwill with them, we can eventually build an alliance, and that will open up all sorts of opportunities, like calling in military aid or calling in a caravan, a trading caravan. Danny's down here desperately cleaning up. I love what you're doing, kid. Reed, you're nature running. Yeah, you're all into, like, nature and loving the animals and... not eating them, really, but it's what we do around here. We also eat people, if that helps, Reed. Like, we're an equal opportunity carnivore. We just eat anything that used to be alive. Reed, just as a heads up, that could include you. Just so you're aware of your status in the colony. That could include you. You're a living creature. If you died, what are you, like 14? You're 12. Okay, so you don't have a lot of meat on your bones, but you could be a light snack for Mila, our vampire overlord. I'm just saying. Look, Volstron here is cooking a thing out of berries. Does that make you happy now? Does that make you any happier at all? We're just eating berries. That's it. We're just ripping leaves off of trees and eating them. Oh, Chalaki's healed. Good. Good for you. So you're off to go do what? You're going to read a book. Yeah, The Cloning Debate and Blacksmithing. That is a very, very good book. We like that book. Speaking of research, what are we doing? Yeah, we're working on geothermal. Okay. It's a long haul. It's a what? Oh, we've done tree sowing. Yeah, I think that was Chalaki. Yeah, Chalaki just figured out tree sewing by reading a book. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don't really need to do anything else with that. Let's get things moving a little bit faster. What are my major issues? Warm clothes. Yeah, it's the middle of winter. I'm not surprised we need some warm clothes. Oh, Lissa. Oh, Lissa. Making the blocks. I love what you're doing. I love everything. Actually, we've got 1,300 stone blocks here. I probably don't need quite as many as I think I do. We could start some art. Do I have anything queued up? Yeah, we've got some small sculptures that we've been working on. Why don't we get another 3 of those going? What did I say you could make them out of? Jade or stone blocks? Yep, perfect. Don't actually think... We got a tiny bit of jade, but not enough to make a statue. But if you get any more jade, just go ahead and make it out of that. And is anyone going to start working on my whole mining project down here? No, or indeed just finishing off Kaylina's bedroom. I know technically that block does not need to be there, but I just kind of like having it there. It just sort of makes me happier. How many chargers do I have up these days? I've got one there. Do I just have the one charger? Might want to put up another charger because I'd like to get some more bots going on. In fact, on that idea, I should start to put together like a bot creation room. Now, we've got the Mechanator on board. So who did I actually assign that to? That's not Whitehead. It's definitely not Lissa, although you have a bionic arm, which is really good. Scathe, no. Kaylina. Kaylina, yeah, you're my Mechanator. Okay, or Mechanator. I just don't like saying Mechanator. It just doesn't flow off the mouth as easily as Mechanator does. So you're going to be my Mechanator, because I don't care how that's pronounced, Kaylina. And we got, what kind of mech did we get? We got a Constructoid. Okay, great. Cool. So I'd love to get a bot creation room started, but we should probably... finish what we've got going on right now. Finish the kind of hospital area here. I'd like to think about punching out here. Or maybe up here. Yeah, it's not really as much room as I want up here. I could make that happen. And getting a cool room to store the raw drug products. The psychoid leaves, the smoke leaf, that kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be frozen. It's just going to be refrigerated. And yeah, we've got a mech there that we could be disassembling. I have not done... Have I done machining? No, I haven't done machining because I'm hyped up on geothermal. That's fine. I've got a lot going on. I mean, I've got a decent colony put together here, but I've got a lot going on. There's a lot for the team to be doing. So how about we just kind of... I know this does not come naturally. How about we just sort of chill for a bit and let them somewhat finish the jobs that they have started right now? The Caribou, when are you out of here? 9.7 days. And Sam, when are you out of here? 13 hours. Oh, great. The prisoner will be out of here momentarily. That's less food we have to deal with, and it'll get me whatever the quest reward was it for that. Vagabonds. No, suicidal prisoner. There we go. Honor +6. Okay. Yeah, before the mech room, I should really think about a throne room. That's what we're making all these stone blocks for. That's the whole point of this, is so we can make a really, really nice throne room. And have I accumulated any gold yet? No, not as such. Not really. I've got 9 pieces of human meat. That's fun. But not so much on the gold, so I can't really make my really, really nice throne, which is what I'd ideally like to do. I don't need it. I can just make the regular throne, and that'll work fine for a while, but when I'm building a throne room, I kind of like to just make it as good as possible, because it just saves me having to upgrade it later. I don't need to mess around with, like, okay, now I gotta build a new throne and tear down the old throne, etc., etc., etc. I can just kind of do it all at once. That's kind of how I work. It's not. I just kind of do this hodgepodge. That was a complete misstatement. No, no, no. I just throw things together and hope for the best. The refugees are out. Okay, bye. Thank you for not turning on us and attacking us, Sebastian. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for Lissa. That's really your entire contribution to this. Thank you. Thank you for bringing Lissa by. Betrayal reward retracted. Yep, so obviously they're leaving, so we can't betray them. Animal starvation. Oh! Wicked sorry, Caribou. Yeah, the fact that you're not paralyzed anymore is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Yeah, because you're looking for food, and you're like, dude, I'm in a kitchen. Why can I not have food? Wicked sorry about that, kid. Let's do something very, very simple here. I'll just put up a really quick stockpile zone for you in there. No, that one. And then clear out everything. And then the only thing we want in there is going to be kibble. And then I will immediately... I'm so sorry. I totally spaced out on feeding you. You know, what with you being paralyzed for a while. So make like 2 things of kibble. Could somebody... Voltstron, you're working on that. Could you maybe prioritize that right now? Could you just like work on that immediately? I could just let the caribou... Oh, never mind. The caribou is eating the corn right off the kitchen. Great job. Right off the stovetop. Just like, yeah, I'll have that corn. That's good corn. I'll eat that. So, okay, we got some kibble. That'll keep the caribou satisfied for a little bit. Yeah, sorry, Voltron, he just ate the corn. You're going to have to start that meal all over again. I don't know, kid. He just came, he's like, oh, this corn. I'm hungry. I'm a caribou. I'm going to eat this. I used to be paralyzed. Now I'm not. This is my pen. My pen is the kitchen. Oh, it's gotten very silly around here. Okay, Lissa's still working on stone blocks. When she's done with this, I'm going to remind myself that I have like almost 1,400 stone blocks. We just used a little bit to start another statue, but I've got a lot of stone blocks right now, so she could probably chill on that. And why are we having such a problem with this? Hang on. The quest has been completed. So the vagabond thing is done. Great. At some point in time, they might send us a nice gift, and it will be nice, too. They generally send very, very good gifts, but we'll keep an eye out for that. It's not going to happen tomorrow morning. Are we out of marble blocks? No, I've got like 1,400. Is there a particular reason we can't finish out this one corner here? Because honestly, at this point, it's starting to bug me. Just get that done, would you? Where are you guys going? Oh, yeah, you're going to put in a dresser that we don't really need anymore because nobody lives there. Oh, you know what, Voltron? Voltron, this could be your room. You could live here now. There you go. You've got your own bedroom. It's actually, I think, slightly worse than your other bedroom. Because this was nice and spacious, and this one's just a hole in the wall. Quite literally, it's a hole in the wall. We carved into a rock and just built a hole in the wall. So that's your bedroom now. Nowhere near as nice as Kaylina's. Kaylina's is, remind me again, somewhat impressive and mediocre. That's about the best we're going to get right now. That's about as good as it's going to get. This is bugging me. The shuttle's here. Oh, that'll be for the prisoner. Excellent. Good. Slow things down a little bit. Everything's popping off here. As the kids say, everything is popping off. Where's the shuttle? Thank you. I should build one of them shuttle land places, but I'm not. Voltron, what are you doing right now? Could you maybe go get that prisoner? You're resting. Before you do that, could you, wait, why are we... No, we don't want to strip Sam. We're waiting for Sam, right? Yeah. Voltron, could you get Sam to the shuttle? Why? Oh, no. Again, we're not stripping Sam, Mila. We're just... What are you doing? Why can we not get Sam to the shuttle? This is actually mildly concerning because we need to get Sam to the shuttle. Mila, where are you going? Don't feed him a meal. Get him to the shuttle. This is odd. This is disturbingly odd. In the sense that this should not be happening. There should be an option there for bringing Sam to the shuttle. The shuttle, it requires Sam, and it currently has nothing. Okay, Mila, you've done that. Can you now... Don't deliver food for him. Don't strip him. That's a terrible idea. Okay, this is a concerning little glitch that I've never actually seen before, where I can't... Are you guys in the... Okay, hang on. Are you maybe in the wrong zone? No, you're an unrestricted. Okay, you're totally an unrestricted. You could go there at any point in time. Is this possibly something with the 1.6 update where there's a little bit of a bug or a glitch or something like that? Like Whitehead, what are you doing? Can you... No, don't strip Sam. You guys are desperate to take this guy's clothes off. Look, I get it. We're kind of freeform around here. We don't judge, but... Seriously, don't, Okay, clean his barracks. No, I want to get Sam to the shuttle. Okay, let's try auto load. Let's just try that. Auto load. I've never had to do that before in my life. Auto load Sam into the shuttle. Mila, can you do that? Yeah, prioritize loading. There we go. Okay, that was weird. I've never had to do that before. Maybe that is something new with 1.6. I have no idea. But usually there's an option to carry Sam to the shuttle. Anyway, get the thing out of here. Okay, so we've got an acolyte ceremony that we could be doing, except we can't, because I don't have a throne. So there's nothing we can do with that right now. But that's fine. I can just kind of save up the honor. And if we get more, we'll just do the big ceremony right at, when we can do that. I should think about a throne room, though. I have so much for these guys going on right now. This could be a decent throne area. This could be an okay throne area. Let's start to carve out more of this. And then I think I might try and put something... Whitehead tried to convert Scathe. Good. That's what we want. It's fallen a total of 3 points. So just carve out more of this. Like, say, this much. And then that much. And then also, like, these bits in here. That'll be a decent-sized throne room and give me room to expand. Who's supposed to be on, like, #1 mining? It better be the kid. Yeah, kid on #1 mining. Great, good. You're terrible at it. You're absolutely awful at this. But you will get better eventually. Voltron's in here smoothing walls, and the kid is over here mining. Maybe I just sort of back this area off and focus on this. Oh, hang on. Whitehead can do the things that Whitehead needs to do. So where is Scathe right now? Whitehead, could you go try converting... Actually, I really should convert the kid more than anything. He is wicked sad. Hold on, kid. We're going to convert you. Or at least try, anyway. It's not going to be... Where are you going? What are you doing? Stop running in nature. Nature is for suckers. Also, can we get these rabbits, please? That's perfectly good meat. Yeah, Whitehead's got to chase the 12-year-old through the fields here. All right. The caribou has food. That's cool. Whitehead failed to convert reed 82 to 78. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slow roll on the reed front. A church ceremony would make it more effective. But I'm a long way from a church right now. I mean, this could be a church, but I'd really rather have the throne room. I'd rather have our vampire overlord getting a little higher in the royal ranks so that we will have the royal permissions, like summoning in troopers for free or just summoning in an orbital bombardment for reasons that can't be adequately explained. Just death from above. Hang on! There's a transport pod crash. So Stomp just crashed. Neat. He's badly wounded. He's from my enemy. Okay, and he has a relationship. He's Lissa's husband. Lissa's husband just crashed. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So he's from my enemy. I can capture him. Lissa's husband just crashed, and he's a bad guy. Oh, Lissa, how are you going to feel about this? Because I want to keep you super happy. Where is he? Okay, there's the pod. Okay, open it up. So, Stomp, how banged up are you? You have a tiny crack in your pelvis. That's a little whiny, Stomp. That's a little whiny. Lissa, would you like to go capture your own husband? You could strip him. You've probably been there before. Go capture Stomp. Don't take his clothes off. I don't know how you feel about him, honestly. I mean, you showed up with the vagabonds. Maybe you left him because he was a bad guy. And then you're like, he's not that bad. I will go capture him and not take his clothes off. No. Where are you going? Where are you going? Like, somebody needs to go get this guy. So, draft you. Can we... No, don't fire at him. No. Don't do that. I would like to capture him. Can you still do that? No, he's out of here. He's just wandering off. Again, that crack in the pelvis was nothing. It's like, I can walk this off. I can walk that off, no problem. I don't really want to shoot him. I feel that's mean. But maybe we could... Hang on, Mila. Could you, like, come up here and we're going to try... He's probably going to make it off the map. Mila's not going to get up there quick enough. No, this is kind of not going to work. Oh, sorry, Lissa, you can... your husband's leaving. I don't even know if he knows you're here. Do you have an opinion on him? What was his name? Stomp? Okay, you don't seem to... Oh, yeah, there you go. You're totally neutral. You're like, yeah, he's okay. He's all right. I mean, you're saying husband plus 30, but also they're hostile. And so that's probably knocking the points off. Sorry, Lissa, you can just go about your business. Mila's going to try and take him alive if she can get up there quick enough. Admittedly, he's moving a little bit slowly... But I'm not really sure we can make it. Probably try not to kill him. Yeah, he's going to get off. Wait, hang on. She might be able to do it with her jump ability. Jump here. Okay. And then get him. All right, and try... Okay, we killed him. Wicked sorry, Lissa. So sorry about that. Mila's just very good at things. She is. She's awfully good at things. Wow. This is going to be a bit of a blow to Lissa. Because, we're also going to eat him, Lissa. Again, bit of a blow. I know, this is not how you saw your day going. You know, you woke up this morning and you're like, I'm going to make some stone blocks today. I think I'm just going to carve some stone blocks. I'm going to have kind of a me day, kind of a Lissa day. Just maybe make some stone blocks. I'm not going to work real hard because we've got like 1,400 of them, 1,500 of them actually, because I'm really good at making stone blocks. So I'm just going to have a bit of a me day. And then your husband crashes. And you're like, I'll get him. And you're like, rush out to get him. And your husband's like, nah, I can walk this off. This is fine. And you're like, oh, dang, come back, husband. Hang on, there's a raid. And you're like, come back, husband. And Mila's like, don't worry, I'll get him. Because I can jump like wicked far. And then Mila just kills him. And then we're going to eat him, Lissa. You're going... A bit of a blow for Lissa. Really, a bit of a blow. Lissa, I hesitate to ask, but how do you feel about this? Yeah, your husband died. Yeah. Our vampire I was gonna try and take him alive, but Mila just got overexcited. And that's gonna be around for 30 days. Oh, that's gonna be a long time coming. Long time coming. Right, well, Lissa, I would love to sit here and mourn your husband with you. However, we are being raided, and they're attacking immediately. So right out of the gate, everyone just go into the runaway zone. Let me just kind of check that zone. We can go into the... Actually, I don't want them to go into the battle room because they'll have to go outside to do it. Everything else looking pretty good. Hang on, there's a weird area over here. Let me just adjust that really quickly. So expand, runaway. Yeah, there's just a little corner that doesn't work there. Actually, while I'm here... just expand away. Just expand. All of that. All of that's going to be in the runaway zone. Okay, so everyone go in the runaway zone, and the mech go in the runaway zone. The caribou will be fine. Okay, so if anyone is panicking about the caribou will be okay. Yeah, so sorry about this, Lissa. We are still going to eat him. You're going to have a sandwich made out of bits of your husband. Again, not the day you anticipated, but hey, here we are. So the juleps are coming by. The mint juleps are coming by. See what I did there? Because it's like a mint julep, but it's not. And who is actually armed? Kalina. Yeah, Volts. Everyone's basically got something. Did I give the kid any weapons? No, I should arm a 12-year-old. It seems silly not to have a kid armed. Everyone kind of come over here. All right, and then slow things down a little bit. I think we're going to be fine with this, although they do have ranged weapons. But hey, I've got a vampire. So, we see how that's going to go. Mila, come over here and get ready to do your massive jump attack. Okay, ready. And yeah, he's going to try and take cover, but that's not going to work out for him because Mila's going to jump all the way over here and then land. And then we're going to do our piercing spine right in here. Oh, I think we kind of hit him. We sort of vaguely did. Just keep hitting. And then everyone else, maybe we could actually move forward and shoot the dude. Kalina, why don't you come up here and just hit him with a club? And Volstron, you got like a little banged up there. Why don't you get a little revenge? There we go. Okay, so one's down. Where's the other one? He's way up here. You're moving wicked slow. Do you have a problem of some sort I should be aware of? You have a gunshot in your leg. Okay, so yeah, your movement is very, very slow. The psychic suppression's kind of slowing you down, too, because that affects you, not just us. Can we just check some injuries real quick? Mila, yeah, you will heal that off, no problem. Voltstron, you've lost your toe. Okay, that's not a big deal. But why don't why don't we celebrate our new, air quotes, prison here? By that, I mean there's 3 beds in a cave. But Voltron, you can just chill, man. You can just go take the rest of the day off. So go rest until... Don't worry about the cooking thing. It's fine, man. The rest of you guys come up here. And then wait. Where is this? Where is this cat going? Everybody come up here. Everybody just come up here. This guy's being fussy at this point. So what is that? Vunaz? Yeah. Let's just keep Mila on point here. Let's long jump you right over to here. And then you can kind of yell out and go, surprise! Okay, and surprise! Boom! Okay, Mila, get in there, kid. Okay, you're dead. Neat. Wow, a lot of money on that. 183 silver. I'll take your bow, I guess. I can sell it for like 1 silver. And then obviously we're going to eat this guy. That kind of goes without saying. Everyone is off draft. Okay. And this guy is allowed. Yes, he is. Great. That seemed to go very, very well. Apart from the fact, I'm so sorry, Lissa. Lissa, I'm so sorry about the fact that we are going to eat your husband. I can't say that enough times. We were really super going to try and take him alive. He's actually on the butcher table right now. Yeah, Lissa's husband is on the butcher table, waiting to get chopped up. Briefly interrupted by having to kill more people so we can eat them too. because we're pretty cool on cannibals around here. Who's on #1 doctorizing these days? Well, that's actually Voltron. You could tend to yourself, but I'll get Mila over there in a sec, and by in a sec, actually, Kaylina, why don't you go do that? It's a very minor thing. This will not be a big deal at all, and that will help to build up your medical skill a little tiny bit. So why don't you go take care of that? All right, I think the raid went well. The thing with Lissa's husband did not go as well. Obviously, did not go as well. And hopefully we'll have a little bit of slow time right now. So things that are coming up in Odyssey, obviously we're going to build spaceships and fly around and stuff like that, and maybe live in an asteroid or just bounce around the planet doing little quests. But there are like a zillion new animals coming out. A zillion is actually not the correct number, but I don't feel like going over to the Steam page and finding out the exact number. So I just want to see if there's any new animals going around here. So wildlife, no, nothing new here that I immediately see. I know we're going to have birds. We're going to have flying animals in Odyssey, so that's great. They're going to be a little tricky to hunt, I would imagine, if they can just fly away, and they can sort of like fly over your pens and eat your crops and things like that. That's going to be fun. And by fun, I mean that's going to be wicked annoying, but that's kind of what RimWorld is. It's wicked annoying, and that's why it's fun. So that's going to be exciting. Doesn't look like there's anything new on our map. Nothing, just the usual suspects here. Some squirrels, some buffalo, some tortoise. All right, we'll keep an eye out. Again, I have no idea if anything new will pop up. We'll see. But while I'm looking at it, why don't we harvest those two things? Lissa, wicked sorry. Would it help if I gave you a slightly better bedroom? Actually, your bedroom is pretty good. That's not the worst bedroom. I'm going to move the flower pot over here. It just kind of bothers me that it's not Borking pathing, but I feel like it should be Borking pathing. Hey, Voltron, I actually have a better bedroom over here. You're kind of... I know this is kind of annoying. I've moved your bedroom like 3 times. But why don't you go over there? That's actually a slightly better bedroom. Or it might be slightly bigger. It might not be. I might just be imagining that. Reed, apart from the fact that we keep killing animals, how are you doing, kid? Yeah, you want no animals converted, but you want a lot of people dead. You're kind of a barbarian raider kind of thing. Yeah, Whitehead did try to convert you. That's going to keep happening. Yeah, you're not scarified. Hey, kid, I'll put you in battle. I'll get you a scar wicked quick. And then a lot of innocent animals. So on the plus side, you've done a lot of learning, and you're a kid, so you don't know how terrible this is. What is joyous presence? Oh, that's one of your traits, isn't it? No, it's not one of your traits. Never mind, I was completely wrong about that. What is that? Wherever I go, I can feel the joyous one in the back of my mind. Yeah? Kid, are you high? Have you been on the ambrosia? That sounds weird. When can I ditch the caribou? 8 days. All right. That load thing with the shuttle was very, very weird. And who is supposed to be on #1 research? Because I would really like to just sort of punch through geothermal. Okay, so that's Scathe. Could I put anyone else on it? Yeah, I could technically put Lissa on it, but I don't want to. And then Voltron, you do a lot of other things around here. So no, we'll just keep it on Scathe at #1 there. I see the mech is having to charge up there. I was going to arm the 12-year-old. Do you have any... You have actually a shooting of 3. You ain't nothing, kid. I got a bow we just took off a dead guy. When you get up, I'm going to give you a dead guy's bow. It'll be fun. You'll love it. I don't know if that counts as a conquest. You're like, yay, I have the bow of my enemy. I don't know, kid. You just kind of do you. Try to stay off the ambrosia if you can. Wow, the kitchen is so filthy because the caribou keeps pooping in it right next to our food. It's a safe place for caribou. You should still be paralyzed. You're supposed to be paralyzed. Why aren't you paralyzed? We've definitely chopped up Lisa's husband. We've 100%. Lisa's husband is in there somewhere. Somewhere in all of these meals is a finger or two of Lisa's husband. I don't know if you'll be able to recognize that, Lissa. I don't know how finely we... Well, I can really only use the word process. Process our food here. So, I don't know. He's in there somewhere. Try not to be too bummed out about this. Think of him as living forever in our memories, if not necessarily in our digestive tracts, because it's about 56 hours, as I understand biology, and then it's out. So, in our memories, Lissa, remember when you had a husband, and then he crashed, and you were like, I'll go get it. Yeah, I know you know the story, Lissa. It's just that we're eating him now. Psychic suppressor has dissipated. Okay, great. So what are my big problems? Warm clothes, animal filth, and holding platforms. Okay, I can conquer many of those things. Hey, Lissa, why don't you... How many stone blocks do you... Whitehead, why are you doing stone blocks? What's Lissa doing? Going for a walk. Yeah, she's probably a little bummed out. How many stone blocks do we think we're making these days? Oh, 0. Done. Perfect. Great. Build complete. Right there. Right in front of my face. Yeah, if you could work a little more on tailoring. I think I've got a quantity of stone blocks that I'm happy with right now, so I don't really need to sweat those, although we could haul those away at some point. Reed, are you up and doing anything? You're sky dreaming. How about you go equip yourself with a bow? You can get something done around here. And you can kind of go a little more towards the shooty crowd. So Kayleen and Voltron, you're melee. Yeah, you've got a club, and Voltron has a knife. You can be with the shooty crowd there. I do see we're just burning some apparel, which is great. I'd love to get these ratty clothes, these blood-stained clothes out of here. I would love for someone to clean the kitchen. Hey, kid, I know you're digging at steel right now. That's actually... Where? Oh, you're digging over here. I have too many mining projects. Okay, let's just shut some of these down. I have too many mining projects right now. Okay, what is my prime focus? This one, the throne room, I think. This I can kind of vaguely begin to live with this as a hospital. It's a terrible hospital. But we could get another bed going over here. So let's build a copy of that there. And then this is really not the hospital I want. I should probably punch out into here. Overthinking it. Okay, overthinking it. Let's just go with what we've got. And also, where are we at on wood? Yeah, I don't really have a lot of wood. Let's get some more trees chopped down, say anything around there. Yeah, all of those can go. Nature is for suckers, kid. Just remember that the next time you're nature running. Meal is down here smoothing some walls. That's cool. Yeah, I want to keep the focus over here. I know we can get more of a hospital later, but we have the rudimentary fundamentals of a hospital that'll technically work. Also, we will have that bow. It's a terrible bow, but, you know, I can sell that for like half a silver or something. Wow, we have so much human meat. Bits of it are Lisa's husband. I can't say that enough times. We've killed Lisa's husband, accidentally to be sure, and now we're eating him, and Lisa's going to be wicked bummed out about that. What are you making? Is it something, a parka, a human leather parka? That's probably out of the skin of your own husband, Lissa. That's your own husband's skin. Did you leave the face on? I know this is getting dark, Lissa. I know there are several viewers who are like, well, that just crossed a line and are frantically hitting unsubscribe. But Lissa, did you leave the face on when you made the human leather parka out of your dead husband's skin? Because that's seriously what you just did. You know what, I can't. Royal Tribute Collector from the Empire. That's fine. I don't have any prisoners and I don't have any gold. So they can just kind of come and go as they please. I don't really need to pay attention to them at all. Yeah, they're way up there. I don't need to pay attention to them. They're just going to kind of hang out and go, hey, you got any prisoners? I'm like, nah. And they're like, hey, you got any gold? I'm like, nah. Like, okay, well, we're going to go back to the Empire now. Wow, that human leather parka looks remarkably like that lady's husband. And we're going to be like, yeah, we did that. How's the caribou doing? Yeah, okay, food exists. That's a decent amount of food for right now. We can make some more kibble later. Again, out of Lisa's husband. So, actually, are we making it out of Lisa's husband? Let's just make sure we are. So, we can definitely make that out of human meat if we need to. Yeah, human meat definitely on the agenda there. And insect meat, just in case I come up with some. Yeah, is there anything that's forbidden? No. No, all meat is welcome. Human meat, insect meat, Lisa's husband's meat, anything. Anything. And the caribou is going to walk away with bits of Lisa's husband. Yeah, you guys can just hang out. I have really nothing to do with you or for you or anything like that. Next focus is going to be... I probably have them smoothing too many walls, but they're kind of almost done at this point. I may as well let them finish. Yeah, they only got like the 2 more sections after that. Sorry, Reed. Yeah, the construction crew is in here kind of working overtime right now. So maybe you want to get up and learn. You could just watch them do it, and your construction skill would go up, which is very, very handy. But no, you're just going to nap through this like any 12-year-old. All right, what is next on the agenda apart from letting them finish the throne room? The research, really. Scathe, working on the research over here. My stunningly beautiful person who popped by. How are you feeling, Scathe? Yeah, we've butchered a lot of people. I really got to get these people on board with eating people. Really, just accept cannibalism and our vampire overlords. You got a decent bedroom. Cool. All right, you're happy with your bedroom. You had a good meal. Nice. You're very comfortable. You like what you're doing. You're actually not that sad. You uncovered any body part. Again, you have clothes. I don't know how more covered you want to be, kid. A pair of sunglasses? That's about it. That's the only thing that's showing right now. I should probably just get a burqa for you. That's probably what you want. Make one more. People keep taking them. People are all about burqas around here. Whitehead's like, oh my god, burqa. Can't wait. Let me get a burqa on, please. So we'll make another one, and then maybe Scathe will be slightly happier that no part of her body is showing at any given point in time. I really need somebody to clean the kitchen. Hey, kid, what are you doing? You're floor drawing. No, you're not. You're cleaning the kitchen. All right, floor draw later. Okay, work then play, kid. Work then play. Team's down here working on this. That's good. Oh, it's going to be a slow roll down there. I don't really have a lot of, like, amazing mining people. 6. 3. Yeah, 1, obviously. 3. Yeah, I could do with a really good miner turning up. Although the colony is looking a lot tighter since the refugees left. I'm a little more conscious of what's going on around here. He says optimistically. He's not, really. No, he's not. He's just sort of fumbling along here. I'm still blown away by the Lissa thing. Sorry, Lissa. There we go. That looks a little better around here. And you know what? While we're here, maybe we'll just floor that area. So how about we did maybe just the steel tiles? Actually, not even. Just do concrete in here. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy. It's a freezer. Okay, next. Power. Yup. We're working on geothermal. That's happening. That's existing. Throne room is going to take a long time. Do I have any spare bedrooms in case anyone comes over? Not really. Not really. I've got 1 down here. So, okay. That you know what? That's fine for right now. We'll just keep that as is. And everyone's bedroom is looking largely good. Mila, you could use a dresser. You don't have a dresser over here, so not a bookcase. Where's the thing there? So give me a... Okay, they haven't actually got any wood yet. What do I have a ton of? Marble? Okay, do it out of marble. That's fine. I can make more marble if we need to. So 1 marble dresser right in there. Does anyone else not have a dresser? No, looking pretty good. We did manage to put that other bed together, so that can be another... This is the worst hospital. It's a cave. It's a blue bed in a cave. That is the extent of my hospital right now. Next. What is next? Nothing. I'm kind of waiting for the next thing. Volstron messed something up. The dresser. Well, you know what? Building a marble dresser is probably not easy. Marble is very, very heavy. And it's probably hard to get all the joints right. You know, I get you, Volstron. My little Voltron knockoff. I get you. Mila's going to have a crack at it. It's her own dresser. You may as well. This is actually going on slightly faster than I thought it was going to. So how about we... Do I want to smooth the walls or do I want to just build a wall? You know, one way or another, I'm going to have to... Well, you're saying have to. You don't have to smooth those walls to get power in here. Although you should at least begin to get power down in this neighborhood. So how about we brought that down there? And then we'll do the hidden conduit here. But if I want to put a light here, I'd have to get the wall smooth. Or I could just build a wall inside of this. You know what? I'm just going to smooth the walls. It just bugs me when they're not smooth. Everything, the walls should be smooth. Okay, just smooth the walls. Make me happy about things. Yes, it takes them forever to do that. But hey, bare minimum, they're at least gaining construction skill while we do it. I see the construction bot is now having a bash at the dresser. Everyone is trying out the dresser. Everyone's like, I'm going to see if I can build a dresser. And everyone's like, nah, I can't build a dresser. Everyone's giving up on this. We will trust the construction bot for that. You know what I could do? I could kind of make some of this area into a bot construction area. I know one of the things I was reading in Odyssey is that there's going to be more of an emphasis on building individual rooms for things. So not doing this, which is basically traditional RimWorld. Build a big room, throw everything in it. It's going to have more of an emphasis on, hey, you want a specific research lab, because that's going to benefit you even more than usual, or a specific crafting area. So we'll see how that kind of plays out over time. As I'm recording this, it's supposed to be launching in about a month, and I don't know how that's going to affect this run. My goal is just we're going to roll into it. we're just going to keep this run going, but roll Odyssey into that. And also, obviously, with the Mechanator series and with the live stream. So my hope is that we can just roll Odyssey right into this. It looks like a lot, honestly. I'm reading what's coming in Odyssey, and when they put out Biotech, I was like, wow, that is a huge DLC. My opinion is Biotech actually could have been very comfortably broken up into 2 different DLCs, and people would have been perfectly happy with it. They just put a lot on the table with Biotech. Like, Royalty was pretty smallish in the grand scheme of things, and Ideology had a lot in it, but it was very focused on the ideology thing. Biotech just threw everything in there. All right, we're going to do gene splicing and vampires. It threw everything in the mix. And Odyssey looks like it's going even farther than that. I was reading the notes on Odyssey. I'm like, this could probably be 3 different DLCs that you're putting in there. So when this does finally launch, this is going to be a lot for me to take in. Good news for you guys, I'm a genius. Or at least when it comes to RimWorld. So I am not good at RimWorld. I am good at RimWorld because I am RimWorld. So whatever RimWorld is what's in my brain, and vice versa. The worm is the spice is the worm. Regular viewers will be familiar with this, and they'll be saying, yeah, Dave's actually a genius. We hate saying that. It bugs us when we have to say that, but he is actually a genius when it comes to stuff like this. So whatever Odyssey throws at me, I will figure it out. But it's going to be a big impact on the channel in terms of all of these runs that we've got going on right now. Hopefully, we can just kind of keep rolling along with what we've got. I'd really rather not abandon my vampire cult or my 14-year-old Mechanator or the 14-year-old one-legged drug addict I have in my freezer during the live stream. Yeah, sorry, if you're not caught up, you're going to want to go watch some of that. Whitehead can convert people. Thank you, Whitehead. Good timing there, because I want to keep working on... Oh, Reed or Scathe? Reed, really? Where is Reed these days? Digging at marble. Okay, oh, Whitehead, hang on, you're right there. Whitehead, could you just quickly try and convert the kid again? It's not going to be a great impact, but give it a shot anyway. Wow, they already smoothed it over those walls. That was quick. Okay, and they, I assume, did the power. Yeah, the power's in here. Great, so we could actually get some lights on in here, which will help them work quite a bit faster. Why does this not look right? Hang on, slam it into pause mode. This is how much I play this, is that I'm kind of like doing the Sesame Street thing in my head. One of these things is not like the other. And the order is out. So the dresser should be down here. So that says to me, is there something... There it is. Bonsai pot. Knew there had to be something new in here, because this is all off by 1. You see how my brain works now? Okay? Again, regular viewers will be used to this. Regular viewers will be like, he'll figure it out. He'll figure out there's something going on there. New viewers will be going, is he a genius? Regular viewers will confirm that I am. There's something new here. Okay, this is how my brain works. There's like, something's off. This order is off. I know where I should be finding things. There's a bonsai pot. Okay, let's get one of them. Build it out of marble. That seems fun. Put it here so I know where it is. We'll put it by the art table. That seems very artsy. That seems super artsy. And then also, let's actually get the light that you were... See, the light is way up here. It should be down here. So the light can go... How about one here and one over there? That'll really help them work faster in there. Is there anything new I need to be aware of apart from bonsai? Okay, animal sleeping, shelves, bookcases, small bookcases. I'm used to all of those. I know what all of those are. Baby sleeping spot. I don't think that's new. No, that seems fine. Although I don't immediately recall doing that, usually because I just build a crib. Okay. All right, fair enough. What was... Hang on, what did I just look at there? Oh, it's the Dark Light Brazier. No, that's not new at all. Might just be the bonsai thing. So great, we're into bonsai now. We're into tiny, tiny little trees. The lights are up. Cool. That's going to help these guys work quite a bit faster. And why don't we just, for space, just chip out this bit as well? It doesn't seem necessary to have that there. And if you guys are so quick on smoothing walls, keep that party rolling. Just do this bit in here. Oh, hang on. No. Cancel that. I did actually want that mined out. Scathe is trying to convert Lissa. Oh, no, don't do that. That's a terrible idea. Wait, is that a terrible idea? That might be a good idea. I don't remember. So, no. Mine that out. Yep, mine that out. Okay, next on the agenda. What exactly? How long till the caribou's out? 5.2 days. Okay, why don't we make like a little bit more kibble? Kibble looks like it's getting a little bit low there. Make sure to make that out of Lisa's dead husband that we accidentally killed. I'm so sorry, Lisa. I'm not even vaguely sorry. I'm so sorry about that, Lisa. Why are you wicked sad right now? Apart from the fact that we butchered your husband and you're eating him and then you just made a parka out of his skin. People are trying to convert you. Yeah, they are. They are trying to convert you. Scathe, you are in the... I got so many mixed up religions here. We got to get a church down at some point in the reasonably near future. These people need to believe in what we believe in, which is our vampire overlords and drinking blood and eating people and just generally being very dark and horror movie themed. And they're like, no, let's not kill the animals or indeed anyone else or drink blood or eat people. And it's just not flying, Lissa. It's just not flying. You are flat out going to eat your husband. You may have already done it. I don't know. Why are we not... Hang on. Oh, because it's the middle of winter, Dave. Middle of winter. Okay, that's why you're not growing anything. You were smart enough to turn this off. Can we also get this tree cut down at some point? Yeah, the trees are kind of growing back here. Someone was reminding me there is an auto cut feature on this. So this was somewhat newer. I feel this came out... Oh, when did that come out? Anomaly? I think the auto cut thing came out. So let's let's go ahead and just do that. Yeah, just cut now. Yeah, do cut now. So I always forget that that's there. It's just a little, old school RimWorld to do growing zones around this, but we can in fact auto cut this. So auto cut both of those. That'll get all of that out of there. In the spring, it won't matter. It's just convenient to me. No matter if we got the auto cut at all, it's convenient to put up the growing zones around the wind turbines because you need both anyway. I'm going to put up wind turbines. I'm going to put up growing zones. I may as well make them be complementary and actually work to each other's advantage there. Now what? How's my throne room going? Wow, they're moving on this. This ain't nothing. I'll have to maybe fill in a little bit there. We'll see how far that steel vein goes. I could begin the concept of starting to put down the nice floors. That is not... It'll give the construction bot something to do now that I just noticed him popping in here. Whitehead, you love smoothing walls. Whitehead is all about the smoothing walls. And if I'm going to start doing that, let's get back on the making stone blocks thing. So why don't we just make another 20? We'll kind of see where that gets us. I'm going to need so many stone blocks because I'm going to put down the nice tiles. Because, again, I would rather not upgrade them later. I'd rather just put the nice ones down now. Relationship with the Bullock Covenant have dropped. Okay. I don't even know who you are. Lissa, you're going to completely melt, aren't you? You've had a busy couple of days. It's been a lot for Lissa lately. Would it help if I put a bonsai thing? Oh, the bonsai thing is up. Speaking of which, it's 1% grown. Okay, is that making everybody a little happy around there? Good. Good. We're into bonsai now. Right on. You're doing that. I was going to start the flooring thing. So remind me one more time. I've got 1,000,000 marble blocks, and by 1,000,000 I mean about 1,400. So I would like fine marble tiles. We're just going to begin this concept. That's all we're going to do. So there's 200 right there. So, we're going to suck up some tiles very, very quickly. Do this down here while we're here, and then I'll figure out the rest later as we go along. We'll just get the process started. Whitehead's in. Whitehead, what is your construction now? It's got to be pretty high at this point. 10. Pretty good. Actually, you just cracked 10. You just leaped over into level 10. That's neat. What else do I need? Minor break risk. That'll be Lissa, what with the dead husband and all. And then making a coat out of his skin. Kalina's freaked out. Okay. Oh, no, there's a social fight. Okay. Guys. Calm down. Okay? You apparently took no damage from that. Scathe. Yeah, you took a big... Kalina got a few knocks in on you, didn't she? Finish what you're doing and then go to the hospital. You're fine, kid. You're absolutely fine. Lissa, just continue working on the stone blocks. It'll take your mind off of your dead husband. And the coat that's right here made from his face. Yeah, I assume it's on the back. Like, so as you're walking behind someone with this coat on, you're like, wow, there's a human face on there. And it looks a lot like that lady's husband. And she made it. She stitched that together. I am so shocked you haven't gone completely insane. I would have burned the world down at this point. But no, Lissa's just kind of plugging along. She's doing her darndest. The kid's just doing her best. She's like, I watched my husband die. And then I ate him, and then I made a coat out of his skin. But I'm gonna keep moving. I'm just gonna go one day at a time here. Reed, why are you in the freezer? Why do they always draw in the freezer? You know you get frostbite, right? You don't have it right now. Why do they always go for the freezer? Of all the rooms, You can draw on this floor all day if you want to. But you always go for the freezer. Mila's actually just kind of reminding me down there as we're repairing that battery. What am I at with components? 25. That's okay for right now, if not ideal. Scathe, do you not want to take a little break and maybe rest until healed? Because otherwise you're just going to be all fussy about things. Okay, maybe just take a break. I know there's no danger of any kind here, but just rest yourself up there, kid. All right, the floor tiles are starting to come in. Good. And they are actually getting these walls smooth. I should probably make my throne room bigger. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it's going to go along here. And then where am I at for cloth? I have no cloth at all. Okay, so I'm going to want... Which one of these fields is... That's cotton. Okay, so when spring rolls around in a few days and the weather... Actually, the weather... It's only 41 out. I tell you right now, in the real world, I have planted plants in 40-degree weather. And admittedly hoped for the best with them, but they kind of could work out. If it's going to stay in the 40s... Just for funsies, I'm going to... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I want them to focus on what they're doing down here. Give it a couple more days. A few more days is not going to be the make or break here. I would like to get a lot of cotton in because then I could do the nice carpet too, which I think just looks nice. Everybody likes a nice carpet, I think. Maybe not Lissa right now. Maybe Lissa's like, oh god, everything is awful. I just ate my own husband and made a coat out of his skin. Voltron, how are you doing these days? I don't check in on you very much. Rebuffed by Mila. Wow. Try to woo our vampire overlord. That's bold, man. You slept in the cold. Did you really? Where is your room? It's up here. Yeah, it can't be that cold, man. It's 68 in there, dude. That's not that cold. Okay, that's a bit whiny, Voltron. It's not really that cold. Okay, it's 68 degrees. That's actually a very, very comfortable temperature. I think most people would be perfectly fine sleeping in 60. In fact, that's almost a little warm for sleeping. I'd like to see more down, like knock 10 degrees off of that, and that would be a little more comfortable for me. Like a slightly cooler one. Reed, would you get out of the freezer? Would you please get out of the freezer? Okay? This is not okay, kid. I could just ban him from the freezer. But I don't know that's going to accomplish anything. All right, you know what, kid? If you get frostbite, this is on you. This is on you. All right, that's all Reed. You are one fussy kid. Hey, Whitehead, when can you convert that kid again? 1.4 days. All right, it looks like they are starting to run out of the vein down here. So why don't we just set up a broad order to carve this out. All right, and I'm actually kind of hoping that vein doesn't go any further than that. I can always fill it in with something. Constructobots here, doing some tiles. Let's get some more of that going. So how about there's some fine marble tiles right here. This is going to be a really long process to put together a really nice throne room. And I know, I can hear you saying right now. Well, I can hear new viewers saying, hey, Dave, why don't I... Wait, hang on. Why do I have no power? What's going on with the power? Oh, we haven't filled any of these. I got to get somebody... Hang on. Everybody slam it into pause mode here. So yes, newer viewers will be like, you don't need to make that good a throne room right now. And I'm going to reiterate, I'd rather make the nice one now so I don't have to make it later. Somebody needs to be chopping a lot of trees down right now. So that is technically plant cutting, yes. Cut or harvest plants. So Mila, why don't you be on that? And Kaylina, why don't you be on that? We got to get some wood cut down so we can get some fuel for the generators because all power is stopping right now. And also, if you guys could cut down those trees, that would actually be great. So there we go. That's moving there. Now the wind turbine is picking up a little bit. Mila's got this one covered. Kaylina's coming down here. Now, with all of that done, hang on, Mila, could you please refuel the generator? And Kaylina, could you also refuel that generator? Okay, lights are back on. Lights are back on. And then go cut any other trees I told you guys to cut. We're being all lazy about cutting the trees down around here. Don't be taking time out of your life to go commiserate with Lissa and go, hey, Lissa, so sorry about your dead husband, but wow, nice coat. Can I wear that? Don't be taking time out of your life to do that. Let's just focus on the important things like getting a throne room for our vampire overlord. It's also rather chilly in there, but I think they'll learn to cope. Soon enough, when I get a little more flooring down, we've done more stone blocks. That's great. I'm just going to have them chill on that for right now. Although, is there really anything else for Lissa to be doing? Like, have we made all the clothes that we wanted to make? We're still working on one burqa. and some head wraps. I think we need cloth for that rather than leather, and we don't have that. Voltron, what are you doing? Relaxing socially at a fire. The fire is not very social, Voltron, but hey, you do you. Batteries are starting to come back up. That is good. Caribou leaving in 3.5 days. All right, boy, we've had that caribou for a long time. That's been an extended caribou, let me tell you. And also, we need to clean up all the kids' floor drawings around here. It's just very, very messy. How's my bonsai? How's the bonsai doing? 15% grown. What happens when it's done? Does it just sort of look pretty? I would imagine it's bonsai. We have to maintain it in some way. Like, isn't that the whole point of bonsai? You're constantly, like, trimming it, and you got, like, tiny little scissors. I think those are involved somehow. And in all of that, I guess it's relaxing to use tiny scissors on a tiny tree. Like, because I've got shears in my backyard, and I've got a tree. Admittedly, it's my neighbor's tree, but it does hang over into my property. So I could use regular scissors and a regular tree. I would not find that relaxing. I would find that to be a chore. But apparently, when you miniaturize everything, it makes it more fun, kind of like a Snickers bar. So a tiny tree and tiny scissors is fun, but regular tree, regular scissors, not so fun. All right, guys, that is probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. We'll pick up some more of this again next time. Do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. But maybe we close the door during a zombie apocalypse, Cinnamon, huh? It's just basic security technique. If the door is closed, Cinnamon, the zombies are going to have to work harder to get in. What you've done is put up a big sign on the top of your roof here that says, "Hey zombies, this way for food." All right, is there an actual fire, or are you just telling me that fire is a thing that exists? Because I'm very familiar with that. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to beat him to death with a baguette, which is less effective than you might commonly think it would be. I have created epic fruitcake. Those words have never been uttered in the entirety of human history. That sentence has never come together. I have made epic fruitcake.